How much time it takes to become profitable? The whole reason why you are even interested in looking at trading is because you think it's going to be easy money. And you're not alone if you're thinking that way. In fact, I myself thought this way when I first discovered trading, and then I quickly realized, or should I say it took me 3 years to realize, that it's not easy at all. You see, a lot of people start to think, well, if I just develop a strategy and have success, I can just size up on that strategy and make money hand over fist. I used to think that too, but now, being in the game for over 7 years and talking to hundreds of traders who have been trading for 10, 20, 30 years and new traders who have knocked it out of the park in their first 2 years and their first 6 months, I have also seen traders who have disappeared after having success because their strategy disappeared or their strategy modified so much so they didn't recognize that and they kept trading the same way and they just bled their account. And then there is another misconception people have, and that is, if I have a lot of money, then I can make a lot of money. And that is far, far from the truth. If you have a lot of money, you might lose it all because trading is not easy. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of time, and 10,000 hours of dedication just to get above water. I mean, just to kind of understand what you are doing and maybe make a little money. Before continuing, remember to check out our free Telegram channel, the link in the description. Every day we share news, analysis, strategies, and even more. We wish to have that kind of information for free. So if you're not prepared for that, then you are in the world of hard. The reason it's so hard, but also can be perceived as easy, is because trading is basically setups, patterns, and we can easily see that with our naked eye. And so that makes us believe that it will work in our favor when we see a pattern. And so the problem is we start to associate pattern with outcomes that are guaranteed, and trading is far from guaranteed. You see, trading is all about probabilities and odds, and you don't know what's going to happen ever. So if you hear people saying, I knew this was going to happen, or this is going to be the best place to buy because it's going to bounce from here, I promise you. Like anything like that, they don't know. Nobody knows. The best traders of all time even admit this. They never know what's going to happen. All they can do is manage their risk, migrated over the years to evaluating setups, identifying when I have a setup that I evaluate from multiple angles, multiple different views of the market, multiple time frames, multiple look-back periods. If they are in alignment, then I have a probability-based notion for trading that trade. So you see, in my personal journey, it took me 3 years just to find some consistency in my own trading. And I had to quit my job over 3 times. I shared that in another video. You can check it out. I will have the link down below. But I want to know it's not easy, and I had the wrong perception. I quit my job, quit Turkey, thinking it was going to be easy. And then I failed for a year, had to go back to work, and then quit again after saving up another year's worth of income. Failed again, but kind of broke even. Didn't really fail too bad, right? The first time I lost money, the second time I just kind of broke again. The third time was back in November of 2019. I never looked back since. And I'm so thankful to God for that outcome. Now, before I started to see consistency and started to make money, I actually was falling into so much challenges, like my emotions, which is probably the biggest challenge that a lot of people are going to face, because in the real world, when you go to work, you can kind of force your way into things. You can kind of force your issues to happen. And if you make or you do something that might not be right, if you will, you might not see consequences for years down the road. But in trading, you see the consequences right away, and that can really put a mirror up to your face. And you will start to see all of your weaknesses, like FOMO, which is fear of missing out, as well as learning to lose and being okay with losing. Because when you're raised, at least for myself and in society, winners is the goal. All the professional athletes out there lose a whole lot just to win. So you have to put yourself in the situation to lose in order to win. Now, as I mentioned, it took me 3 years just to find some consistency. And the main reason for that is because I was pushing to make money. When I left my job the first 2 times, I had no income coming in, and so therefore I had to make income come from my trading. And that pressure is not necessary. Please don't do it to yourself. In fact, I highly recommend you stay in your job and trade at the same time so you can have 2 sources of income. That's the smart way. Then, when I left my 3rd time, I did get a part-time job, as I shared in the previous video, and that helped alleviate some of the pressure so that way I can focus on the process. Now, with that in mind, I want you to understand that this takes a lot of time, but I believe if you do focus on the process and do not try to rush it, that time can be shrunk by a lot. However, I can't give you an exact number because the challenge is everyone has the unique set of baggage, like their own emotions, their own habits that might not truly know they have or they do, but trading will make you acknowledge. Now, even though I said this is going to take some time, just put it in perspective. This could take about 4 to 5 years for you to find something that works for you. Now, it may not take that much time. And if you're thinking, oh God, it's too much time, then you probably shouldn't pursue this because you do want a passion around it. So because it takes a lot of work, not only during the training hours, but after the training hours, because you got to do journaling, you got to do reviews, you got to do tracking. There's a lot of things you have to do besides just press buttons. Now, I know I'm saying all of these potential negative things are trying to push you away. And if you're still here, then great. Because I want you to know it's well worth it. You can get financially free when you discovered something that works for you. And if you keep your job, you can develop a new source of income. And whether the income is 10K a year, 5K a year, 100K a year, a million, it doesn't matter. Even 5K can help you celebrate your year every year for family vacations. So don't worry about how much you're going to make. Just focus on the process and the money will take care of itself. And if you make 5K every year, there's an extra 5K every year that you didn't have that help you pay off your debt, pay off your cars, your mortgage, your family vacations. So just keep that in mind. I believe it's well worth it because it can add a new source of revenue. And on top of that, you want to start managing your own 401k, your growth, like I do. You can hopefully beat the market instead of just holding and hoping and just hoping you get like 8 to 10% a year, which is not bad. But if you can increase that to 20, 30, 40, 100%, it would be phenomenal. Now, as I mentioned before, I have interviewed hundreds of traders in my trader meetups and on my show, Be the Trader. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the show and go to the website. Sign up for the newsletter so you don't miss out on the future meetups. Because meetups are so important because you can meet like-minded people who are interested in trading just like you. Now, because I have met hundreds of traders, I've also seen tons of stories. People who have made success at 6 months, 5 years, 10 years. It doesn't matter how long it takes you. It's what I have seen. Because even the guy who have been trading for 10 plus years profitably, sometimes they can disappear because they blow up their account. So it doesn't matter. Don't focus on how long it's going to take you. Just know everyone has their own unique journey and unique situation. Some people have kids, some people don't. Some people are coming out of high school, some people are 40, some people are 80 even, some people are 20. So understand, don't compare yourself because comparison is the thief of your joy and you won't see your progress. If you want to save time, money, and energy, remember to check out the free Telegram channel. There we share useful materials, helpful news, strategies, and more. To be in the context of the market, you need to be under the desk for 10 hours a day or just subscribe to the free channel. You choose and we continue. I believe you don't want to have a journey where you have success overnight because if you do, you will not appreciate it. And when you hit the wall, which you will, there will be a high chance that you will not be able to climb above because it was easy all the way up to the point. And then when you hit the wall, it can become detrimental to your account and you can become on tilt. And you haven't learned all the lessons from taking a lot of losses before you found success. And now since you're taking all your losses after you have success, it can really be a slippery slope. So I want you to understand, please fall in love with the process, fall in love with the journey and track your progress and track things that are not related to your profits, but more so related to your progress. Like now you have learned XYZ definitions. Now you have learned what support and resistance is. Now you have learned what FOMO is. Now you have learned how to chart. You have learned how to actually develop a plan, execute a plan, and so forth. And grade yourself on the execution of your process and building that process. Thanks guys for watching this video till the end. Remember to leave a comment if you like it and see you soon guys. Bye, subscribe and share.